There's one more thing we need to add to this example. Right now what we have is a functional program, but there is one essential thing missing, which is pretty much error handling. Every time you are invoking a function for the standard C library, you should make sure that the operation you requested got carried appropriately, that there was no error encountered. This is especially true with file manipulation. These are things that you're going to be exposed really early on in your curriculum: file manipulation, dynamic memory allocation, so on and so forth. In the case of dynamic memory allocation, if malloc is unable to find a chunk of memory of the appropriate size, okay, and lock it for you to be able to use it from there on until you free it or until the end of your program, it's going to return null. Null is, as I already explained, the standard library constant, which corresponds to pretty much memory address 0. So if 0 is returned to you, pretty much, that means that the memory allocation didn't work. What I want you to get into the habit of doing is always checking the return value of any single malloc or related function that you invoke. Okay, if the return value is null, which you can test here just by saying if not ptr. Okay, if ptr is null, therefore it's equivalent to false in the C language. So if not false, then this code is going to be executed. Display simply that there has been an error. Okay, error unable to allocate memory for ptr. Okay, just a simple message that's going to help me figure out where my program had an error when I see it on the screen, and then exit your program. Okay, as simple as that. You can imagine other way of handling the error than exiting, but at the very minimum you should display a meaningful error message, exit your program. Okay, compile. I could run this program a million times and I would not see that error triggering. Okay, the idea is that it's extremely rare for malloc to tell you that there is no longer any possibility for it to find a chunk of memory for you to use. Okay, nonetheless, it's mandatory pretty much to check the return value of malloc and make sure that you don't have any problem there. Otherwise, if malloc returns null and you do not have this code here to do something about it, what you're going to do next is dereference a null pointer, so your program will crash regardless. Okay, it's just a little bit cleaner to have a proper error message giving you a clue that this is what happened. Malloc returned null instead of having you look for it for 5 minutes.